start walking. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Yesterday, Parliament members in the British House of Commons passed a civil rights bill designed to protect Britain's Negroes and Asians against discrimination in housing and jobs.
You want to buy something? You need to talk to Cassandra.
She said you could use some help, assuming you're a manual.
Assume at your own risk, Lincoln Clay.
So running the weed, y'all got a routine laid out?
We take a boat to the bayou, grab the bears, bring them back.
Bayou can be a rough territory. Dixie Mafia knows every inch.
Do those white boys scare you, Fred? Did they touch your zozo when you were a child?
Cassandra failed to mention your charming personality.
I highly doubt she forgot.
You do this kind of thing back in Haiti?
Back in my country, I was a hooligan, a priest.
Does a priest know about trafficking weed?
I did not run marijuana, Fred. My cargo was refugees, people. I saved their lives, got them away from Duvalier. But you probably don't know much about that.
We gonna have a problem, you and me?
Cassandra says we are partners, that everything is cool between us. Are we cool?
Don't think I call it that.
Neither would I. Cassandra might be able to let go of what you did to our people. But I cannot.
Maybe you'd be happier back in Haiti.
It was not my choice to come here. Leave my home. But I'm trying to make the best of it.
Aren't we all?
There are still Dixie Mafia scattered around the hollow. If you have the time, you should see to them. Convince them to leave.
A shipment of weed is being delivered down in the bayou. Get a boat, use it to bring everything back. A word of advice, Frere. There is one thing you should never, ever do if Cassandra asks. Poker. Don't ever play in poker. She will leave you with your zozo in your hands and not enough for cab fare. Take my word for it. That boat has everything we need on it. Get the weed back here safely and we stand to make a tidy profit. Here is truth. Our people share history. Our ancestors are your ancestors. It is the white people who tell us we are different, that we should be at war with each other, when we should really come together to fight them. That is truthful.
be cleaning this place up right, thanks to you.
Hollow Speaks is back, motherfucker. And this time, we got weed on our mind. We wondered how little old plant could cause such a stud to be made illegal. And what were the motivations of those who drove it to be made illegal in the first place? Well, New Bordeaux has a long, proud tradition of cultivating our own vices. Making our own cigars and alcohol since before this city even existed. But of course, if the government doesn't get its cut, well, then you got trouble. So why not legalize and tax it? Is there something else going on here? Well, there's a person who might be able to shine a light on things. There are...
Get your ass out of here.
Apparently the guy barely had any clothes on when it all went down. What we got here?
I know you're here. Who are you? Y'all get over here. I see you.
Closing in on your location. Stay sharp. Heads up. Drop's coming down. Hash is floating. Snag it up. Roger. Over and out.
Darling, come on to me. For when you hear a call to follow your heart, you follow your heart. I know. I've been through it all, and I'm an old hand, and I'll understand if you go. So
We're cleaning this place up right, thanks to you.
Ah, hey there, Fue. How is life running with her?
I got it covered.
Good. Because I'm getting word those Dixie bosons are starting to interfere with our drops.
They can try all they like. Still won't change the outcome. You getting in touch with your artistic side?
My wife used to draw on anything she could get her hands on. Half the time, she didn't even realize what she was doing. And yet, every stroke was perfection.
She's still back in Haiti?
Yes. It is where she is buried.
Guess we've all had our share of losses.
Our losses, Frere, are nowhere near the same.
I'm just trying to turn the page, set things right with you.
And you think comparing the deaths of our loved ones will do that? Papa Doc had my wife tortured trying to locate me. He had the Tonton Macoute bludgeon my children to death in order to save bullets. When I last saw my wife, her eyes had ruptured from the electroshock. My little boy, his face was caved in. And my little girl, she had been hit so hard she was decapitated. They were faultless. So you and me, Fue, we are nothing in common. Macano is an evil man. In that there is no question. But just because an evil man kills, it does not mean his victims are innocent.
Innocence ain't a thing that exists around folks like us. At least not for long. Hell, I'm not even sure I know what it looks like anymore.
I used to. Once. But the bloodier I get, the quicker that picture fades. But that's not important right now. Important thing is getting our weed back from the Dixie Mafia. A large shipment of marijuana is at this dock. Get it and bring it back. Not worth as much money, but we can sell everything you bring back. Cassandra is a woman of great strength, fiercely independent. But sometimes she uses her independence to keep others at a distance. The goddamn Huifa is not going to get behind the wheels and drive itself here, Fue. Go and get it. Why do you think white people are so uptight about Huifa? Huh? I think it reminds them of a time when there was no order in the world of chaos. A time when the strong were truly the survivors. Or maybe they are just racist assholes. Huh?
Well, shit. Now what? Huh? Nothing but badness coming from that.
Ugly fuck can't hide from me. What?
Huh? What?
We in enough hot water with Marcano without having Emmanuel tromping all over us, running weed through the bayou like he owns it.
That won't no squirrel.
You know.
But baby, you should go too. Just like you're gonna pray for me, wherever I be. I'm gonna pray for you too.
Hey there, new Bordeaux. It's your Uncle Lou. What are you doing this weekend? Bring the family down to the French Ward for good eats and good times. Come on down to Corley's for the family fun deal. With any 2 adult plates, all kids' plates are free. And grown-ups, Friday and Saturday night, take your receipts over to Big Mouse for half off your first drink order. Only in the French Ward.
Surely, 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 surely,
God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't either.
Look at who decided to stop by. Thought you forgot about me.
Running weed takes time.
That it does, Frere.
Can't imagine what it must have been like running people. How many folks you think you got out of Haiti?
I only remember those I could not save.
Bullshit. When I was in country, once in a while we get a chance to evacuate a village before the napalm dropped. Wasn't our SOP, but we still did it. Had a couple close calls when the bombers showed up early. But I remember every single face.
So how many were there?
43? Should have been more, but some folks didn't trust us. Thought we were gonna march them into a shallow grave. Still remember the fear in their eyes.
Nothing motivates quite as well as fear.
Not a damn thing. So out with it. What was your count?
226.
Goddamn.
One boat every night for 10 months. Mostly women and children. The men were either enlisted or disappeared. We had more refugees than we knew what to do with. They didn't always survive the trip, but dying on the bateau running from Papa Doc was better than the alternative.
Dodging Dixie cocksucker sounds like Christmas morning by comparison.
If you would have told me 15 years ago that all this would happen, I would have called you crazy. I believe I die an old man with my family all around me.
Yeah. Not in this life, anyway.
No. Not in this life. Keep bringing in the marijuana, Frere. This is our life now. Go to this warehouse. Inside, there's a large stash of our weed. Kill the assholes scouting it and then bring it back. Cassandra never opened up to me about her own history. As much as I tried to be an ear when she needed to talk, letting go and trusting are very hard to do. The airdrops will be happening soon. You cannot expect bales of weavers to just float around for very long. Someone else will grab them. The other night I heard this man on the radio. I've never heard quite so honest a voice as that. At least not one who stayed amongst the living for long.
Is it raining again?
Yeah, you're right. That stupid shit was half the man his daddy is. At least now he's talking.
Shit, is it raining?
Where the hell do you think you're going with that? Cops are gonna see to you, boy.
listener. This is Remy Duval, and on the next Native Son, we'll be speaking with a man who's fought for this country in 2 wars and is now forced to defend himself at home. A true American hero, I'll be talking to Mr. Hollis Dupree, a man being prosecuted and persecuted for protecting his very home. That's Hollis Dupree on Native Son. Native Son!
Please make yourself comfortable. The fruits of our labor. Bon appetit. Emmanuel's working out of the boathouse if you need him. We can't lose sight of Sal Marcana in all this. Long as he alive, we will never have peace. Every religion has practitioners who abuse the faith, twisted to serve their own needs. Vodou is no different.
Hey, Lincoln. Running out of room to keep all this cash. Come back and I'll have more for you. It took stones to help me get my place back up and running. Thanks. If you need her, last I saw, Alma was in her office at the cigar warehouse. Still can't believe we're taking on Sal, but you say you got a plan, then I believe you. You got me working with you now. Feel free to call in some of my muscle anytime. Still can't get used to the heat in this fucking city, you know? When's the last time this place even had seasons?